Well, today, a new Marvel film hits theaters, and for those who got a sneak peek, it's already generating box office buzz. And here now with your weekend movie watch list and a review of Eternals is Tom Santilli, film critic, co-host, and executive producer of Movie Show Plus. Hey, Tom, good to see you again.
You as well, Kevin. Good to be here this morning, man.
So it's a big weekend. Everybody's talking about this new Marvel Studios movie, Eternals. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so, I feel a little bit back to normal when there's Marvel movies opening up in theaters, so that's a good sign. This is, of course, the first big Marvel movie since Shang-Chi a couple months ago, directed by Chloe Zhao, who just came off of her Best Picture Oscar for Nomadland. It's a huge cast. It's a massive production. It kind of takes the Marvel Cinematic Universe in an entirely new direction, with a lot of cosmic kind of things going on. And it's also one of the most diverse movies, superhero movies that we've ever seen. I actually talked to some of the cast about the diversity and about their role in the film.
There's representation that just simply hasn't existed and should have existed for a long time. And so I look forward to hearing what it will mean to people.
It feels to me that there will be so many young boys and girls out there who perhaps will be seeing themselves represented in a film like this for the first time. And I think that's significant. And also, I hope we're moving towards a point where, it's just completely normalized and, it's not a big deal to see a cast like this.
I have been a fan of these movies since the first one. My wife and I went and saw Iron Man opening weekend. We lived in New York, and we've seen every single MCU movie together, most of them on opening weekend. So to be a part of this universe, it's just so incredibly exciting. It still hasn't hit me. I'll believe it when I was going to say I'll believe it when I see it, but I've seen it. I'll believe it when my parents see it.
Yeah, so you just heard from the cast, but I'll be honest, if I'm giving you my opinion on the film, Kevin, Eternals is kind of a hot mess.
Okay.
It's 2 hours and 37 minutes. It's a lot to take on. I mean, in a normal movie, when we're first introduced, these are all new characters that we've never met before. It takes some time to get to know them. And there are 10 main characters in the Eternals. There's all this new information. If you follow the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know now about like the multiverse and all these ideas that have been introduced in shows like Loki or What If. And it's just a lot. It's so much you're kind of watching the film. You used to watch Marvel films to have fun, and now it kind of feels like homework to have to remember all this stuff.
That was my question, because I'm more of like a casual Marvel movies fan. I mean, I love watching them, but I don't know everything. So do you think this is something you might actually have to do a little bit of research before you're watching?
Yeah, and it just isn't that, it isn't that fun. You watch a lot of these movies and they're fun. They're cracking jokes. Now, there are some light moments and some comic moments, but it doesn't really have like the fun vibe of like the Guardians of the Galaxy or really any of the other Marvel movies. But again, the cast is really good. There are some good things buried in there, but it's just a lot of explanation and a lot of action and a lot of, filler.
Well, that's what's generated the most box office buzz this weekend. But let's talk about other films. Are there any other films that are being released this weekend?
Yeah, so there are two films actually coming to streaming that are big this weekend. One is called Finch. It's coming to Apple TV Plus. It stars Tom Hanks and only Tom Hanks. It's him and a dog and a robot companion. Reminded me a lot of Castaway. It's just Tom Hanks, kind of an apocalyptic story. Then you have another film. It's a really good movie, actually. It's called The Harder They Fall. It's on Netflix. It was in theaters the last couple of weeks, but is now streaming on Netflix. It's a Western, great cast, Regina King, Idris Elba, really stylish Western that I definitely recommend people check out. Last but not least, hitting theaters is the much anticipated movie. It's called Spencer. This is the movie starring Kristen Stewart as Princess Diana. There's all this Oscar buzz around her winning the Best Actress Oscar, and it's well-deserved. She's great in the movie. It's a haunting portrayal, and it's something definitely that I think people should check out this weekend if they don't want to watch Eternals.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Kristen Stewart's depiction there, because I mean, it looks like that great was film. The film was great. Where can people go to get more episodes and reviews from you, Tom?
Yeah, check out movieshowplus.com and also my full reviews of some of these films, and check out episodes of our show, Movie Show Plus.
All right, Tom Santilli. Hey, always great to have you on the show, and we appreciate your honesty too of your movie reviews. So really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Awesome, man. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll be right back.